hello, beloved souls. It is Divine Masculine Monday. We have an amazing full moon coming up on the 16th. It is a pink moon, which is all about love and romance. So there is a lot of intense energies going on. I've already been feeling it. Harmony and resolution is the theme, joy and contentment, balance of masculine and feminine energies, give and take, right? All of that's really coming up this week. So let's see, Divine Masculines, what the angels and guides have for you this week. Monkey, ingenuity. The situation calls for adaptability and innovation. You guys have been getting this a lot, Divine Masculines, this energy of being flexible, going with the flow, thinking outside the box, not making choices that are from an ego perspective, right? Knowing that sometimes even the best laid, well laid plans have hiccups, have interruptions, right? So this is still just a reminder from the universe for you guys to just keep trusting the path you're on, but knowing that some switches, some changes may arise from time to time and not to allow that to discourage you. Okay. Giraffe foresight, you are able to see what is in store for the future. A lot of you divine masculines are prophets, right? You're visionaries, you're what do you call it, clairvoyance, right? You have beautiful visions of your future. You can really visualize and sit in that manifestation energy and align your energies with it, right? So this is more of that insight of looking above things, right? Seeing things from a higher perspective. Again, you guys stepping away, coming out of your ego, coming out of your fear, coming out of your frustration and your masculine pride and looking at things from a bigger perspective and seeing the long game, right? Seeing the big picture and being able to make your decisions from there. Don't forget that you have that power within you, right? Even if everyone around you doesn't really see it, they don't need to because you're above the fray. You're seeing above them and they'll see it when it's meant for them to see it when it comes to them. Right now, you keep your eyes on the prize, all right? Thank you, angels and guys. What else do we have for the masculine? Ooh, you got two. We got Swan and Grace. You know, this is one of my favorites. Appreciate the beauty inside and all around you. And Dragonfly, Illusion. You know who you really are. At the end of the day, in your core and your soul, Divine Masculine, you know who you are. You know your truth, right? You know your power. You know your strength. Don't allow those, even those that supposedly are in your circle, throw you off. All right. Don't allow them to distract you because you're not satisfying their perspective of what your life should look like, right? When you're not fitting into the mold that someone else has for you, it's kind of a problem for them. You can tell them to go shove it, right? And with this grace, this is understanding that God's grace is all around you. It's by grace that you're here. It's by grace that you have these successes. Stop and being in the present moment and valuing and appreciating the things that are going on around you will really help you during this time. Again, the first card that came out was Monkey with ingenuity, right? It's about not fighting things, being adaptable, and doing so with grace, right? Easing along with the process, going with the flow. The universe is really supporting you right now in your endeavors if you're just following the guidance and the signs and the synchronicities that are coming in for you. Bottom of the deck, opossum, right? Strategy. Have a backup plan. Have a backup plan. Again, even the best well-laid plans sometimes go awry, and that's okay. You put your address into the GPS, right? Oh, how about this, right? I'm on the phone with my divine masculine the other day and he needs a cab. Trying to call a cab, they go to the wrong address, right? Now, does that mean that we give up and that he just doesn't get in a cab and he doesn't come home? No, it just means that we have to call someone else to figure it out and end up getting them to the right address, right? Put the GPS, you put the address in the GPS, but if you put in the wrong address, you're going to get to the wrong location, right? So we're putting in the GPS coordinates, we're putting in the right address, but even along the way, there might be a detour, there might be a delay, there might be traffic, right? Whatever the case may be, it doesn't mean that we don't go home. It just means that we might have to take another route. That is this reminder from the universe again. You are a lot smarter than you think, divine masculines. A lot smarter than you think. Look at the big picture. Look at the big picture and make your decisions from there. Come out of your ego, come out of your mind. Look at the big picture. Long game, right? It's like an investment, long game. You don't put your money into the stock market and think you're going to take it out the next day. You know that that's like a 10, 20-year game plan. That's the energy that's around you right now with this full moon. Shaman, ancient healing wisdom. Again, like I said, a lot of you divine masculines are prophets, tapping into that spiritual energy that's around you. And this is also your ancestors just coming in with like divine guidance and wisdom and pouring more messages into you and giving you spiritual insight. And you're having awareness and understanding of things that are deeper cellular level at this time, right? So as you're awakening, you might be feeling some pressure in like your crown chakra, some pressure around your third eye. I For the majority of this reading, I've had to clear my throat, so there's some throat chakra clearings going on as well. But you're going to be using your voice to make changes. Some of you are healers just in general, and so again, with that same energy of you being a prophet, of you being clairvoyant, it's like use your power for good. Make sure that you're out here just using your words and knowing that they will not come back to your void. So what you're putting out, you're getting back in. Careful with that. All right, so thank you, Gaia. What else does this full moon have for the divine masculines of this green man with synergy? I love this, especially since we've just celebrated the spring equinox, right? So this is about being in alignment with nature, connecting with Gaia, going outside, getting that energy. This is also the energy of like your soul tribe coming in, right? That synergy, like everything working together, all the missing pieces. So this is you getting into alignment with the rest of your soul family, you figuring out the puzzles of your life, like the pieces starting to come together, right? And again, the pieces are starting to come together. You couldn't see the whole picture before, but now, by the grace of God and with the energy of this beautiful giraffe, you're starting to see the big picture, right? You're starting to see how the pieces are fitting all together. It's like when you're putting together a jigsaw puzzle, right? We get like the straight pieces so we know what's around the outside, so we can do the borders, and then we fill it in from there. And sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out the puzzle if you don't have a picture of what that looks like already. So getting kind of a picture in your head will help you to fill in the puzzle pieces and the jigsaw puzzles of your life. And all the pieces are starting to come together for you. Yeah. Wolf with the instinct, right? Because from an intuitive perspective, from your soul perspective, you know what to do. Your soul is guiding you along the way. Again, a lot of this energy just keeps coming up because you guys are not moving in alignment with your soul. You're resisting the path. You're being guided to do certain things. You're being guided to take certain action steps, right, that are going to serve your highest and greatest good, and you're not trusting it. You're doubting it, right? Some of you are doubting your instincts. You're starting to doubt, your own self-worth and your self-power. So this is a reminder that no, you don't need to do that. And again, even though the wolf here is alone, wolves roam in packs, right? So yes, a wolf is good by itself, but it's also good within its realm, right? It keeps its wolf pack together. So this is again a reminder and another like confirmation of this energy with the synergy that your soul tribe is starting to come together, right? Following your instincts, remembering your power and your strength, like that mountain is reminding you, is going to lead you to your family, going to lead you to your pack, and you're not going to be out here doing it all by yourself alone anymore. Okay? Thank you, angels. Love is all you need, divine masculines. Compassion is having compassion for yourself throughout this time, right? Stop being so hard on yourself when you don't accomplish the things that you want to do the way that you first sought out to do them. Being easy on yourself during this process, right? We wouldn't see a baby trying to walk and yell at it and call it a stupid little idiot for falling down. You wouldn't do that. So stop doing that to yourself. This is time for you to treat yourself like the inner child that needed to be needed, that needed love and compassion and consideration and patience. All right, patience for this process. Bottom of the deck, whale breach, right? Because you're coming to new levels. You're going to a new level of yourself. It's time for you to be seen. It's time for you to get some air. It's time for you to free yourself, right? It's time for you to break free of the things that were holding you back. This is your time. And that beautiful whale energy, right? Whales communicate through sound, right? So you're going to be seeing or receiving messages through sounds, through music, television, things like that, things that are really going to be resonating within your soul. It might even be that you start meeting your soul family through like a musical event or something like that, right? Something that has to do with sound baths, music, whatever the case may be. That's going to be important for you guys throughout this week and throughout this full moon. So this full moon is just really, really reminding you, as it's been throughout the past couple of weeks, you guys are working on amazing projects, right? It's time to really tap into your instincts, really trust in the guidance that you're receiving, and remember to keep the big picture in mind. Don't get caught up in the day-to-day details about things that work and things that don't work perfectly or exactly how you laid them out. Keep your big picture in mind and remember where you're going, right? Remember where you're going. I'll leave that here. I love you. God loves you, and angels surround you. Later, guys.